Good afternoon, everyone. It's 10th of January, getting on for 1 o'clock-ish. I've got a quick video to whip out because I did a video the other day exposing some so-called music shops who offer guitar repairs, and they should be offering repairs when we don't have a proper in-house guitar tech or we're doing shoddy work or whatever. And I got nothing but slated for a video. I've got some people from the shops, not direct from the shops, but people who are sympathising with these shops come on, and they went on my video and they totally abused and trolled my comment section, and made up lies saying they had guitars I've worked on and they better go and repair them. What is absolute crap. Nothing I've ever worked on has ever had to go to another shop, because I've got a policy in this shop where every single one of my customers and clients knows if there's ever a problem with their guitar, I will fetch it, put it right to how they want it to be if I've made a mistake, which I don't do, and I'll return it to them all at my expense, absolutely guaranteed. Let's get one thing straight about me, right? A liar I am not. I'm a Christian. That might not mean anything to anyone out there. It might not mean anything to you out there. If it doesn't mean anything to you, I don't care. I'm all about, that's what I'm about. That's the Lord of salvation, Yeshua, Jesus Christ. That's what I'm all about. I've got my Bible up today on a very specific page, but it's not about that. That's what I'm all about. The King James Bible, the first English version of the Holy Bible. Right. An angel, I'm not. It's not that I've never sinned. I know I'm a sinner. And I'm bothered. It means nothing. It means nothing to the Lord, because I'm forgiven of my sins because of the price Jesus paid on the cross. I don't tell lies, and when people come and make false accusation about me and tell lies, you better be able to back it up, because when I come, I'm coming with this. I'm coming with God's truth. When the Lord comes, when you face the Lord on that day, when that day comes, right, you face the Lord and you're not ready to accept Him, right, you're going to be in for one big surprise, one way or the other. Praise Jesus, is what I say. So, that aside, I've deleted the video, I took it off because of the lies. And I didn't need aggravation. It was wrong of me, in a way, to post, to mention names of these shops. So I'm not going to mention the shop in question, or the shops in question this time. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the work that's come back from a guitar shop. This one came from a guitar shop in Nottingham. I'm not going to say who they are, but we're in Victoria Centre. Anyway, it's a Gibson, it's not a Gibson, it's an Epiphone, Epiphone DOT 335, based on the Gibson ES 335. Made in China, this. You think no great shakes, but for 280 odd quid, they're really good. Grover tuners, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, long story short, the lad who owned this were getting buzz all round here. And he took it to a shop in Nottingham, and all they did was hide the bridge. The action round about the 12th fret is 2.5, 3 millimeters. They've just hired the bridge. So they've not addressed the fret issue. Now, let me tell you, these frets, so I'm a fret specialist. It's why I run Fret Friend. Frets are my specialty. These frets are so worn here, the only way you're going to fix this guitar is by levelling and recrowning the frets, or doing a complete refret. Now, what I like to do is, if we can get away with it, do a fret level. Doing a fret level is because there's so much wear. I don't even know if you're going to see it. There's so much wear on these frets. It's about 0.2 of a millimetre down, a fifth of a millimetre, maybe even a tenth of a millimetre is too much. So what we need to do is we need to file these frets all level. Now, if these 3 or 4 frets here are filed down, we take 0.1, 0.2 millimetres off, it means they're lower than all the other frets along the neck. So we need to level the whole lot. When we've levelled the whole lot, what we're going to do is we're going to flatten them, because we're going to file them, and they're going to be flat. Now, when they're flat, if you look at a fret, it's not flat, it's got a crown in it, what we call a crown, like that. We need to put that crown bracket back in, and we do that with a hand file. Here's my fretting file, here's my crowning file. Bought this from Crimson Guitars, great file, cost me about 17, 18 quid worth every penny. So it takes, the job takes, doing a complete fret level and recrown can take anything from, you're looking at about 3 hours, 4 hours, because you have to do a repolish. Once you've done that, you repolish the frets using 4 different grades of sandpaper. I go up from 800 grit up to 1200, 1500, 2000 grit. Then you're polishing them that way, then that way again. This means you have to tape all the neck up. A good fret level takes you 4 hours. I charge 85 quid for a fret level. Now, I don't know who owns this guitar. I know the guy is going to go back to the music shop in Nottingham and is going to play up, which he should do, because they bricked him off for this. They should know that this guitar wanted its frets leveling. In fact, we probably do know. But we're trying to make a quick buck. Now this is why I say to people, if you're going to take your guitar to a music shop, right, do some research. Make sure that music shop has got an in-house luthier or guitar tech that knows what they're doing with experience. We don't necessarily need qualifications. I've got no qualification for doing this. I've just been doing it years and I've got a great reputation at it. So this guitar, in my expert opinion, needs a fret level. It's the only way you're going to get this to play right. I've just drawn some strings back just so I can see the wear. I've measured it with my calipers. Very hard to measure because what I've got is I've got the groove under the neck to measure, and every time I move it I'm going to move it, so you can't measure it accurately with the calipers. So what I'm just doing it by eye. I could tell round this area here, this area, these 2 or 3 frets, there's deep grooves on the 2nd fret, mainly on the 2nd fret, not the 2nd fret, on the 2nd string. They need replacement. I could replace just as frets, but the thing is, it's too much work. It'd be just easy enough, just as easy to do the whole frets, the whole neck. So that's what I'm recommending for this guitar. It needs a fret level. There's no other way around it. That's my expert opinion. If I'm wrong, I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. There's no other way around it. Now moving on to the next guitar. So these 2 guitars I got it from Music Scene. They sent to me because I can do the work, or they want to know if I could do the work. Now this one, 12 string, Tanglewood, nice guitar, TW128 is it? I don't know what model it is actually. I've got no idea what model it is. But anyway, it's had a Charlotte pickup fitted. Now if I'm fitting a pickup in a sound hole, what I do is I take the end pin off and put an end pin jack there, which is also a strap button, and you plug your guitar directly in there. The reason we put it there is, behind this part of the guitar here, there's a big 1-inch thick block of wood glued in, which gives that support, your strap, because there's a lot of weight there. It's the main structural holding place for the strap. What I wouldn't do is put it down there like it's been done. The thing is here, there's no wooden block behind that to screw into. It's just laminated wood, about that thick, about 2.5–3 mil thick. So what's happened? It's fell out. The problem with having it there is, when you're plugging in there, if someone yanks your lead or you stand on your lead, trip over, it's going to rip that part of your guitar away. It's going to just rip your guitar apart. So I've recommended to the shop, their Music Scene, that we take this out completely. I've done nothing because I'm not getting paid for this. You know, I've just told him what you've got to take 12 strings off, you've got to take the pickup out, the Charlotte pickup, you've got to somehow get your arm in there. Now my arm won't fit in that hole that well, I'll get a little bit in. So there's no way I can get in there to screw, because the mechanism for screwing that one is on the inside of the guitar. By rights you should have had a push through where you screw it on the outside, and then we could have done it. So I'm not doing that because it's not going to fix anything, and it's going to be a shoddy. It's going to be shoddy anyway. What you need to do is get that pin out, drill a 12mm hole through the whole of the wood and the box section behind it, the big lump of wood behind it. You need to put an end pin jack in there. It's the only way you're going to repair it. So 2 guitars I've fetched from Music Scene there. I'm not going to work on any of them, so it's a risk I take with picking jobs up from other shops. It's a risk I take, and I'm thinking if there's work at the end of it, it's fine, you know. But if there's no work at the end of it, then I'm out a little bit of petrol money. I'm down, that's about 3–4 quid petrol money. But I'm taking these 2 guitars back. My recommendations are for the Epiphone, the 335, is a fret level. There's no other way you're going to get to do that, because you level 3 frets, all the other frets have got to be the same height as them. If you're taking height off those 3 or 4 frets, you can't leave them lower, because then we're going to buzz everywhere. You can't leave them lower. You got all your frets have to be exactly the same height along the whole length of the neck, like they are on this guitar. You get 3 frets and you have to take 0.1 or 0.2 of a mil off, then you've got to take 0.1 or 0.2 of a mil off all the other frets to make them all level. That's it. There's no way around it. So that's my expert opinion. It's the right way to do it. I'll explain what needs doing on both these guitars. If the work needs to be done, you want to commission me to do the work, absolutely fine. But that's it for now. One more word of advice: if you're taking your guitar to a shop to be repaired, find out what experience or what qualifications that shop has to do these repairs. Ask them if they source the work out or if the person in the shop is qualified to do the work. Because you're not going to get a good setup if a guy doesn't know what he's doing. And you're not going to get an honest answer if the people aren't experienced in what they're doing. Go to a shop, ask them if they've got an in-house guitar tech or a luthier. or who is going to be doing the work. To go to a shop, to take a guitar to have some work done and have it come back, having not touched your frets that need fret levelling, and just hired your bridge 2 mil, your action's now too high. You should be no more than 1.75 mil above your 12th fret. The top of a fret, the bottom of the string should be no more than 1.75 mil apart on a Gibson at the 12th fret. That's 2.5 millimeters at the bare minimum from top of fret to bottom of string. All they've done is hide the bridge, took the bridge up to make the action higher. Absolutely wrong way to do it. I would suggest anyone that watches this video, if you're going to have some guitar work done, right, take it to a guitar tech, someone that only works on guitars. Me, for instance, I do nothing else. I'm not a shop. I don't have to worry about my rent, overheads, or making a profit. I'm all concerned with getting your guitar back to you, right, in a great playable way. All you have to do is go and check my videos and check my reviews on Facebook. I'm at facebook.com/ng17. So that's /NGONESEVEN. I've only got 14 reviews on there, all 5-star. I stand by my work, my work's guaranteed. I'm not saying don't take your guitar to a shop, I'm saying check that shop out and make sure there's someone in that shop that knows what they're doing, that can do the work. Ask questions, because it's your guitar at the end of the day. When you're shelling money out, you want your guitar back playable. When you get a guitar back from me, it comes back playable and it comes back perfect. And if anything, if I do any damage to it or anything, it gets repaired at my expense. That's another story somewhere else. But, you know, that's all I've got to say for now. So until I see you next time, take good care of each other and I'll see you soon.